Hello, listeners, and welcome to Spooky Time with Mike and Mindy.
Hi.
You do have to talk on
Yes,
this.
yeah.
Yeah, so, hello, everyone. So this all started, I would say, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, this all started by you making a post on Facebook asking your friends for some good podcast suggestions.
Well, I mean, I think that was the catalyst. I think that we've been talking about making a podcast now for at least a month or two, and pretty seriously, at least in my mind, about, I don't know, stuff we love. So that would be spooky things for the most part, and there are other things, obviously, but we do a lot of spooky-related things in our life on a pretty constant basis.
Yeah, we're pretty spooky. All right. Well, I think that's a good enough setup, so we can cover some of the basics. So, who are we?
Oh, well, I'm Mindy, and I don't know, you're Mike.
Yes, I am. I'm Mike.
We're married, and we're in our early 30s, so we're just doing stuff.
Doing stuff.
I don't know.
Living our life. No, so it's also a growing experience, right? So I have to be comfortable talking because that's what I do for my job, is talking on the phone a lot. But Mindy hates talking on the phone, and she hates talking in general. Mm-hmm. So we're trying to help her out by getting her used to doing more of that talking thing.
Yeah, so one of the reasons that we decided a podcast would be good in general is just to help me work on myself and my confidence and talking, and, you know, just I deal with anxiety and depression, so it's weird to have to just talk and put myself out there. So I'm really scared, guys. This is the spookiest thing ever.
That's good. That's good. Well, you know, you'll blossom into it, I'm sure. And, you know, I'm here to help. And all of our listeners, I'm sure, will be helpful as well.
They'll be pretty chills?
To the bone.
I don't know.
We're going to try to make an awful lot of really horrible puns.
Yeah.
And not all of them are going to land. But for the ones that do, you'll enjoy them.
Yeah.
And for the ones that don't, just forget that we tried. Okay. Well, that covers, does that cover the inspiration?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, cool. So,
So what's our podcast about?
Right, so, spooky. What does spooky mean? So, you know, we're really passionate about Halloween Horror Nights. It's so much fun. And just, you know, things around Halloween time. So, we thought, like, do we want to make a Horror Nights podcast? Do we want to make a scary movie podcast? And we just struggled with how do we fit all these things together, and that's when you came up with.
Yeah, just spooky all the time. That way we can cover movies and stuff, because we go see horror movies in January at 9 a.m. on a Sunday. So why not, you know...
Don't give away the best time to watch scary movies.
But yeah,
that's definitely not while everyone's at church.
Yeah, then you don't get all the teens, and you don't get all the people that you don't want to be around in a movie theater, and there's like maybe 2 other people with you. So, but yeah, so we wanted to talk about movies. We wanted to talk about some of the events that we go to that are more in fall, but there are some things that we're doing throughout the year. Like, we are doing a ghost boat tour in June, so
in the Dells
in Wisconsin.
Believe it or not,
Dells.
I've never done it. Lived in Wisconsin my whole life, been to the Dells many times. I've never done any of the ghost boat tours.
You've never done any of the Wisconsin Dells boat tours. You've done the ducks,
yes,
but that's different than the lower upper Dells boat tours. So you're just gonna go right into the spookiness and skip the regular, like, look at these rocks and stuff tour.
Head first.
Yeah.
Wish me luck.
Yeah, I think there is like a head somewhere that we end up finding. I don't know.
Spoiler alert!
Sorry.
Oh my god.
That's something to talk about, is spoilers. When we review things, we'll let you know if we're going to spoil things. We probably will in like the second half of whatever movie review episode we're watching. But there are movies that I have never seen. Like, I just saw Scream for the first time, so I'm sorry. I'm like new to the spooky world and the horror movies and stuff, and I still have never seen Jaws, and there's a lot of things that I've never seen. So some of them will be old and you'll be like, of course that's what happens, but we're gonna go see things like Midsummer and stuff when they come out. So
yeah, we'll make sure that we don't give away the movie. So like we'll probably start with what we expect or what we're anticipating or what we hope or kind of what we think.
We dream,
initial
what we
thoughts.
nightmare.
Yes, initial thoughts. But to go back a little bit, we're definitely going to take advantage of the fact that Mindy has not seen a lot of classic horror movies, because one thing that Mindy does is she will definitely try to tell you what she thinks it's about, and she will miss the mark.
I'm probably wrong most of the time. Most
times. But it's hilarious, so it's definitely, I think, it's enjoyable for me.
We just wanted to share our conversations with you guys, because people do ask us what we thought about a lot of things. A lot of things we do, so we just wanted to have an outlet so that you can listen and find out what we've done. And
now, another thing that you said is that you haven't seen a lot of, classic scary movies, right? So, but you say we do a lot of spooky things.
Yeah, we do.
So, I would go into maybe a bit. We can do another episode that's at length, but a bit of our introductions personally into things spooky or scary or media, movies, any of that sort.
Yeah, for sure. I think that we'll have another episode. Maybe it'll be one of our first episodes about what brought us into the spooky world in the first place. Just because I said I more recently got into it, and Mike has been in it longer. So I think that we could definitely do an early episode about why we're in this world, and not everyone is. So
that's the subtle hint of not right now.
Yeah, well, not in the intro, but
you don't want to throw too much at you all at once.
Well, maybe our first episode though, or second episode, will be about why we're doing, why we're living this way.
Why do we live like this? Why do we choose to be this way?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the last thing on definitely not our outline in front of us right now is, Mindy, what are you most looking forward to talking about?
Well, I always look forward to talking about Halloween Horror Nights and our trip and our experience. That's the biggest event of the year for us. And a lot of what we do revolves around that for prep and stuff. So there's just so much, and we'll talk more about it later, but I think that's something I'm looking forward to talking about a lot.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be like the marquee event, the pinnacle, the culmination of the year pretty much revolves around Horror Nights for us.
Yeah.
That's what we look forward to the most, and then as soon as it's done, it's
waiting for the next one.
How long until the next one? When do you think they're going to start making announcements?
Yeah.
We had this scare zone. Do you think that's going to be a house? So
we'll explain more about what Halloween Horror Nights is and stuff too in another episode.
Just want you to know it's a pretty big deal.
It's a big thing for us.
It's a big thing. Okay. Did you mention we have cats?
Oh no, we have 2 boys. They're 7 and I think Yoshi's 5. So Binks and Yoshi. Binks is a black cat named after Hocus Pocus, and Yoshi's named after a green dinosaur, but he is orange. So.
Yes, he is. He's our orange Yoshi. Both of them, of course, adopted, and we do adopt.
Yes.
Okay. Well, do you feel you've talked enough? Have we?
Yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up. So, best witches, guys.
No,
we're gonna figure out.
We're gonna figure out our sign off.
Best witches. He doesn't like it, but
you got it. Well, it implies.
Stay spooky, San Diego.
Oh God! All right, we're really batting 1,000.
I don't know. All right, bye guys.
Have a spooky time out there, friends.